Good morning.
Good morning.
We're here at Fort Indiantown Gap at the Keystone Challenge Academy with Ms Downey, the admissions advisor. And I would like to ask you to tell me just a sentence or two about your background.
Okay, so the Keystone State Challenge Academy is a new program here at Fort Indiantown Gap. It is a residential program for 16 to 18-year-old youths. We help them recover their academics and or obtain their GED. My personal background is that I have 30 years of military experience. And so when I heard about this program, I thought it's a wonderful opportunity for everybody. And so I'm thrilled to be here.
Well, thank you for taking on this challenge. So you have your own Challenge Academy.
Yes.
Well, how old do the students have to be that come here, or I guess eventually they're cadets, is that correct?
Yes, that is correct. They start as candidates, and then after 2 weeks they earn the right to become a candidate. And we are from 16 to 18-year-olds are eligible to come, and 15 and a half years old are eligible with a waiver from the director.
So they become cadets after the 2 weeks, right?
Yes.
Okay. And they wear uniforms?
Yes. Yeah. Okay. They earn the right to wear the cadet uniform the first 2 weeks. They are in their PT, their physical training uniform.
Did you say how long this academy goes?
It is a 22-week residential program. So when they come here, we have them for 24/7, all day and all night. They do get 2 home passes during part of their 22 weeks that they're able to see their families, but we do have them for that amount of time.
Well, what do you expect the result to be?
So when a cadet graduates from our program, they will have either achieved their GED, they will have been able to graduate from high school, or they will have made up enough credits so that they can go right back into their home high school and go right back to their proper grade level.
Wow, do you ever see any of the students again?
Oh, absolutely. We follow them for 12 to 24 months after they have completed our program. We sign them with a mentor and we keep in touch with them. And oftentimes they will just stop by if they're in the area, or they'll just call to say hello. So yes, we do. They do keep in touch with us and we keep in touch with them.
Well, how many are on staff?
Right now we have 42 current staff. Our full staff will be 56 people, and we are working towards hiring the additional team leaders and additional staff.
And how many, is this class number 1 that we're seeing today?
This is our third class.
The third class. And how many are in this class?
We have 35 cadets in residence.
And I see some buildings are still getting completed, so you might not be able to take them all right now, but what is the maximum the academy will hold?
Roughly 138 cadets.
Okay. This is really phenomenal, a great opportunity. What do they end up doing when they leave here? I mean, if they're graduated and you said you follow them for another year or something, what kind of jobs are they landing, or are they going on to college? What do the most of them do?
Some of them have received scholarships to colleges of their choice. Some of them have received apprenticeships and jobs to go into a field that they're interested in, and some of them have joined the military. So we're very proud of each one of them. We don't push them in any particular direction. It's just up to them, and we just encourage them and support them in any way that we can.
Well, what is a typical day like? Excuse me.
So a typical day is they get up at 6 a.m. and they have their personal hygiene time. They go to breakfast, and then they have class roughly from 8 in the morning until about 2:30 in the afternoon. And then after class, then they have their gym time. And then after gym, they take showers, and then they will have their dinner. And then after that, they'll have either some organized activities, or they will have some study hall, and then it'll be time for them to wind down and go to bed.
Do they ever get to go outside and do anything?
They do. One of our core components is service to community, where each cadet must receive at least 40 hours of that. So we've helped out at different military food share programs. We've helped at the Veterans Homeless Stand Down. We've helped prepare the cemetery, the Indiantown Gap Cemetery here. So they get exposed to different opportunities like that, and they can put that on their resume as well.
Mm-hmm. Wow, it just seems like such a great opportunity. I think that, what is the reason? Do you ask them why they chose to come here?
We do. And
what
we
is
hear
the biggest reason?
Some of them need the structure. Some of them recognize that different choices that they have been making have not been beneficial to them. So they recognize they need to make a change, and they come here for a change. Some of them are hoping to recover their academics. Some of them want a leadership challenge. Maybe they're not struggling academically, but some of them would like a leadership challenge.
If they, let's say, got into a little mix up with the law, and they might have probation as an alternate sentence instead of going off somewhere, is it possible that probation would cooperate with them coming here?
Yes, it depends on the offense, but if somebody, say, is on probation for truancy, that we can absolutely work with. We had a cadet from one of our previous classes come with a truancy officer, but was able to get off probation. But I always say it's worth a phone call, it's worth investigating. Each applicant is evaluated on a case-by-case basis, and it's absolutely tuition-free. There's not a charge even to fill out the application. They can do it all online on our website. So you have absolutely nothing to lose and everything to gain.
And what is the URL?
It's a little bit lengthy, but if you Google Keystone Challenge Academy, it will pop up. And then you can just click on, there are employment opportunities for people that may be looking for jobs. We are always looking for mentors. If people would like to be a mentor for our young people, we're certainly happy to have them as part of our mentors, and as also the applicants. Our next class begins in January.
So if they sign up now, January is when they'd come and they'd stay the 22 weeks and then go on with their lives.
Yes.
Well, how do do they have to buy their own food or anything? You said it's free. How free is it?
Oh, it's 100% free. You can come with just the clothes on your back, and we will give you everything that you need. We do provide a packing list, but if somebody is not able to come with all of those items, that's perfectly fine. We supply their clothing, and we can give them personal hygiene items, so don't let anything like that deter you.
Okay. And you're right here at the base of the Blue Mountain, and there's helicopters flying over.
We have helicopters, we have tanks, we just have all kinds of cool stuff.
Yeah, it's just a wonderful location just to get outside and see all these things. I presume some of them are from inner city, but are they all from Pennsylvania?
Most of them are from Pennsylvania. We can accept students from New York as well as Ohio. So it's all, and even further northeast, because there are no challenge academies up towards Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine, Massachusetts. So it's always worth a phone call or an email if anybody has any questions.
So what I'm hearing you say is that if their state has a challenge academy, they would not be eligible to be coming here. Is that correct?
For the most part, if the Challenge Academy in their state is full, then they are welcome to come here. If they come from a state that has a Challenge Academy, they must go to that Challenge Academy in their state.
Okay, well, I'm sure there's something I didn't ask you that I should have. What would you like to say in closing?
I would just love to, it's a phenomenal opportunity. We are not a boot camp, we're not a reform school, we're not a place for bad kids. We've had students from all different walks of life. It's not income dependent or driven. So whether you make $10 a year or $1 million a year, that does not matter. It's all free. Everybody is welcome. And please just give us a call and check us out.
Okay, what's the phone number they would call?
So they can call 717-861-7665.
Could you repeat that?
Sure, 717-861-7665.
Well, thank you for your generosity in being interviewed today, and I wish the Academy just oodles of success. We have our future in our young people, and you are certainly doing your part to make sure that we have trained leaders who can walk into any situation and take charge if necessary.
Well, thank you, and thank you for the opportunity, and we appreciate you taking the time to come visit us.
It was a pleasure. Thank you.
Likewise.